Hello, Child Development students. This is part 2 of how to obtain your permit video series. Part 1 was determining what level you are eligible for, and after you have done that, you are ready to apply for your permit. You will go to www.childdevelopment.org. And you will click on the Child Development Permit Stipend program. Once you click there, on the right-hand navigation, you'll see all of the applications. Most of you will be the first-time permit application, but there is also the renewal and the upgrade permit applications. So let me walk you through the basics on the first-time permit application. It will open up as a fillable PDF. It is very important to read all of the instructions. Most important is to use the current program year's applications only. If you have old applications, the consortium will just send them back to you. You must use the current program year's applications. Scroll down and make sure to read all of the information. The consortium funds all first-time permits, starting with the lowest 3 levels, permit renewals with the lowest 3 levels, and permit upgrades from the lower 3 to one of the upper 3. Once you're on the upper 3 levels, you are on your own for funding. Make sure to print your applications single-sided. Don't print double-sided or back-to-back. You do not need to send in any money with your application. The consortium will fund it. Once they receive your packet, they'll review it, they'll put the money in, and they'll forward it on to the Commission on Teacher Credentialing. It can take as long as 3 months to get it back from the Commission, but once your application is received from the CDTC, the Commission will enter you into the website and it will say application pending. Once it's approved, you'll see your name, the level of the permit received, and most importantly, your expiration date. We'll cover that in part 3 of professional growth hours. The CDTC only funds students once per program year. So it's very important to know what level that you're going to apply for. If you're very close to being ready for the next level, you might want to wait until you're at that higher level to apply. For example, if you're taking all 4 core classes and you only need the 50 days experience, it would be better to get that 50 days experience and apply at the associate teacher level. And then you can stay there for the next program year while you work on the requirements for the upgrade. The CDTC will only allow applicants to resubmit incomplete or incorrect applications one time. If they send it back to you for a correction and they get it again and there's still a mistake, they will not fund you. You'll be responsible for all the fees. A helpful hint is to make a copy of your entire packet before you mail it so you have proof of what you mailed. The next page gives you the checklist of everything you need to submit when you mail in your packet. All the applications are here and they're all fillable PDFs. So you will just type in the box to fill out your information. No handwritten applications will be accepted. They all need to be typed. You do need to order official transcripts. Now these transcripts have to be official, but they can be opened. The consortium wants you to double check that the units are there with a passing grade of C or better. So they advise you to open your transcripts and verify the coursework is there. The first application is the stipend request form. So everything that is highlighted needs to be filled out. Make sure to check the box for first time, renewing, or upgrading. Make sure to check the appropriate permit level under number 13. For number 14, school age emphasis, we recommend that you check the box for no. If you check the box for yes, it will change the requirements for the coursework that you need. You would have to show the school-age classes, which we don't offer anymore. So check the box for no there. Once everything is typed out and printed single-sided, you'll sign it and date it right before you mail it. Don't sign it and date it until you're ready to mail it, because if it's post-dated too far back, the consortium will mail it back to you and ask you to put a current date on it. So it's a wise idea to put a little post-it note on all the signatures and dates, and then right before you mail your packet, you can sign and date everything fresh. Now, the application for credential authorizing public school service is a legal document through the Commission on Teacher Credentialing. There can be no whiteouts or crossouts or corrections on this form at all. Make sure you proofread it very carefully before you print it, because if you make a mistake, you're going to have to go in and retype out the whole form. Absolutely no corrections will be accepted. Part 1 is all of your personal information. Part 2 is the application type requested. Part 3, you'll click here where it says Child Development Permit. You'll click the level that you are applying for. You can leave all the rest of this blank. They're all different kinds of credentials and licenses you can obtain. Part 5 is only if you're renewing your permit. If you are a first-time applicant, you don't have to do Section 5, but you do need to answer all of the professional fitness questions. Read each question carefully and make sure to answer honestly. If you have any yes answers, you need to fill out the explanation form. You would need to explain the yes answer and provide any required documentation. If you have all no responses, then you are fine to continue. Part 7, you'll need to read the Child Abuse and Neglect Mandated Reporting Statement, and then check the box that you agree and you acknowledge what you are reading and signing. Part 8, you can leave blank. You are not working through an employment agency or a county or a school district. You are wanting to obtain your permit for you personally, not through a secondary agency. So leave Part 8 blank. Then you sign it and date it right before you mail it. This is a legal document, so you are supposed to type in the city, the county, not the country, county. So for example, Los Angeles County or Orange County, and the state where you signed it, and then sign it and date it right before you mail it. The next form is the request for live scan service. You'll type in all of your information and then take it to the agency to complete the live scan. Our campus police has live scan service, as well as most city police departments. Some UPS or FedEx stores also offer live scan. You do need to pay out of pocket for the live scan service, but you can save your original receipt and fill out the reimbursement form. And the consortium will reimburse you the $49. You do need to fill out the form completely and make sure to attach your original receipt. Even if you have been live scanned before for a job, you need to do it again through the Commission on Teacher Credentialing. I know it's a bit of a hassle. Lots of us have been fingerprinted many times for other things, but you do need to do it again because it goes straight to the Commission on Teacher Credentialing. If you are applying for the associate teacher or above, you need to fill out the verification of experience form. If you've worked at more than one site to reach the requirement, you can have your employer check here. So say if you took practicum, which gives you 18 days towards the 50, and you also picked up a part-time teacher's aide job to get the total of 50 days, You can print this form twice and have both employers fill it out to reflect the 50 days total. If you did all of your experience at one location, then you just need to fill out the top part and have your employer sign it. It does need to be working with children, early childhood, ages birth to 5. So make sure that the ages are reflected there, and make sure your employer fills it out completely and signs it. The last form is the confidential profile for direct service participants, which is basically demographic information. Please fill out everything that applies to you. And again, it's a fillable PDF. Once you have everything typed and you've double checked it for accuracy, you are ready to print it. You are more than welcome to come to any full-time faculty member, and we will give you a pre-addressed envelope to mail all of your application materials to the consortium. Don't forget to put in your transcripts and double check the checklist. You will receive a letter from the consortium when they have approved your packet and sent it forward to the commission, but you may not receive any notification from the commission. You should be checking the commission's website at www.ctc.ca.gov to see when your application has been approved and the date for renewal. I wish you all the best of luck in your continued journey to becoming a child development professional.